The only thing that isn't canon, and again, I use air quotes because they don't care at the end of the day, is Super Dragon Ball Heroes. You know what I heard about that? I heard that anime is gonna look like Superhero.
Oh, with the 3D?
Yes, it's gonna be 3D CGI type shit. And I'm just like, wow. Honestly, I don't even see that as like a bad thing for the show's sake, because I know that there's fans out there that eat that shit up.
Oh, I've never watched it.
You have watched Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes?
Yes, you see,
like with the mini Goku that's not Goku?
No. This is going back to when we talked about his skill of just forgetting shit altogether, right? He like I don't know how you do that.
I deleted that shit. It's that simple.
Like he willingly deletes things out of his memory bank. You know what's crazy?
That's in my spam mail. You really want to get to the nitty gritty and shit.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ooj. I'm here with brother Ooj, my man homie Kai, and my man not so little IQ Ooj, and we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today? All right, boys. Welcome back for another episode of the Full Power Podcast. We're here to discuss what we don't want out of Dragon Ball Daima, because last week, in case you missed out, we talked about 10 things that we did want, and of course, as always, naturally, it's time to do the opposite. So before we get into it, brother Ooj, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Chilling on a Sunday. Well, yeah, it's different.
Gave it away to everybody. All right.
I think I always do.
They got us. You got us, guys. You got us. On a Sunday.
On a Sunday. Yeah, nah, chilling. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
Nice little Wawa breakfast.
Oh, what'd you have exactly?
Mixed berry smoothie drawn with the energy boost, and then I ain't getting that protein no more. It's only 5 grams. This motherfucker's cheating me. The goddamn dollars, man. Fuck all that. Nah, but then I had it was one of the bagel sandwiches. It was like plain bagel, toasted with the. You probably had it.
Is it the pre-made ones that you could find?
Nah, not those are like the sizzles.
Oh,
that's what they call those.
The sizzles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Nice name.
But you go to the club sandwich draws, and it's like it's called like Western Club bagel sandwich or whatever. It's basically like think of like a bacon egg cheese, but with like fresh salsa and like a different type of like sauce that they use.
I feel like I've had exactly what you had.
And I put extra bacon avocado.
Oh yeah, you're an avocado guy. I don't like avocado.
That's easy protein.
You know what's crazy? If I actually liked avocado, I probably wouldn't have like skin issues.
Avocado with the salt.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
OD.
My man Kai Kassan, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good, IQ. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. I got a display port so I can actually use my 144 hertz monitor correctly.
Oh.
Oh damn.
Am I seeing a wife beater?
Yeah, he's wearing a black one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
one.
I
it was
have.
hot.
You have?
Yeah, he's wearing that shit plenty of times. What are you talking about?
I've never seen it.
I got the Toji. I got the Toji fit.
Whoa. Put the guns away. Hold on, sir. Oh, shit.
Little sons.
He said,
Those dips.
said, what's up, guys? You know, I do dips. I do dips when I want. You know what I'm saying? I do dips when I want. All right. That's fire. But continuing off of what you were talking about, the Wawa, right? I just wanted to put this out there before we get into what we're talking about today, right? I was in Connecticut this weekend for East Coast Throwdown. Fun event. I will give them that right there, right? Very fun event. I was able to commentate for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, basically the entire tournament. I missed the first hour because this is what I wanted to get into. Connecticut, okay? What the fuck is going on with Connecticut? Yo, they don't have Wawa.
No. Ooh.
They don't even have Quick Check.
No. I've been to Connecticut like one time.
They don't even have Sheets.
Sheets.
They don't have shit. That's what they don't got nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty like.
You know what they do have?
Mid.
They got traffic. That's what the fuck they have.
You got traffic?
I was supposed to pull up on time. I was supposed to make my block with no misses. You know what happened? Little bit of rain. I guess people start going, they don't know how to drive. And on top of that, construction. Bodied. And you know what the other funny part is? And this would piss you off. Target It's in a building, right? So you have to go in, and they have like a parking garage. Okay. So let me ask you. Let me ask anybody. Anyone can answer this. You ever go to Target? Do you have to pay for parking?
No.
Bro, what?
Ha! Exactly.
Even when you go into a mall, you don't even have to pay for parking.
Correct. So.
That's not entirely true out here.
Well,
Ooh, that sucks. I believe it though, cause that's West Coast.
yeah,
They wildin'.
They do shit different.
They do. They definitely do this shit. That's crazy. I don't understand that. But yeah, that's a little bit of a little side rant to start things off, just to get this shit going. But yeah, I don't know. It was crazy, and I was like, are we really? They really trying to charge people to park? Like, and the funny thing is, there was no security. Like, you know how like there's like like the bar thing that you have to like drive through, and like once you pay or not, or whatever, like that's how it keeps people in and out. There was none of that shit. What the fuck was the point? How you gonna charge people? They literally had signs saying like, make sure to check the app and to pay before you park.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they probably have to have, if it's organized at least. They want to like get you.
But
like, type
even the locals, they're like, yeah, no one pays.
no one pays.
So what the fuck's the point?
They probably
Why
don't
y'all do that?
They probably don't have fucking ops be checking on a regular basis. And for them to be saying that shit. If it was like some New York shit, like some New York.
Oh
type
yeah,
of time,
they'd be bodied. They hawk that shit.
They'll have cops in there every 5 minutes.
You could park, tie your shoelace because you had to pull over for a second, and they'll get you a ticket right then and there, right on the fucking spot.
That shit is OD.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's get it. Last week we talked about 10 things we wanted to see in Dragon Ball Daima, right? This week we're gonna talk about 10 things we don't want to see. Okay. Now this is a completely off the cuff, naturally, because it's just like I know there's gonna be things that we clearly don't want to see. I feel like this is gonna be easier for folks like yourself. I'm sure you could give us the 10 things to what we don't want to see.
I don't want to see it at all.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. So there's the one thing that we cannot say, right? Because I'm sure this shit's gonna be on everyone's list, right? Is they don't want to see it at all, right? Excluding that, what's one thing you don't want to see?
You know, it's crazy because like me even saying I don't want to see it at all doesn't make me think of things I don't want to see. If that makes any sense. I think Kai knows what I'm talking about.
Do you know what he's talking about? You do know what he's talking about. Okay.
Because it's like if you're not inclined to watch something, it's not like you already have pre-thoughts on what you don't want to see. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like
I
it makes it harder to think of stuff you don't want to see if you don't even want to see the shit in the first place.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't want to see it. I mean, shit. I don't want to see them turn into fucking kids. How about that?
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? Fuck it. I guess I'll put that down. No kids. Okay. So, all right. So
I'm not even sorry, but I was gonna say that.
So both of y'all literally gonna say the same thing. So
I was gonna say I don't want to see them get turned into kids. Yeah.
How, like, well, okay, so that's one. Then two, how about if they're gonna try to make this as entertaining as possible, I don't want to see filler episodes.
no fillers. Okay, that's that. You know what? That's a fair one. I'll give you that. No fucking fillers. No fillers. I don't think. I feel like we don't have to worry about that. I have all hope in the world, all faith, I should say, that for something like Dragon Ball Daima, which is a web series, is straight direct to the consumer. There's no television, there's no TV tokens, none of that shit. I would be very surprised if we got some filler episodes on this shit.
So how about no dialogue?
What? Wait. You think they're not gonna have no type of talking?
Nah, see, that's extreme.
That is very
But
extreme.
when I say no dialogue, I mean less dialogue. To get to the point. So that means more action, less talking. In a sense.
Okay, so you
because too much talking in this shit is gonna be filler.
okay, so you don't. Okay, let me rephrase. You don't want to. You don't want to see too much dialogue and talking.
Yeah, if half the episode's dialogue, filler.
not as much talking
Automatic.
and dialogue. Okay.
Automatic.
All right. Well,
Waste of time.
thank you very much for giving us like 3 to start. All right. I mean, you overachieved for a second. So, Kai, do you have one that you can think of at the top of your head of what you would not want to see?
I don't want to see this replace Super.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
That's a big one. Don't want to see this replace Super. That's crazy. Okay.
How about a +1? I don't want to see this being canon.
Oh, no. Wait. Should I even write that down?
Yes.
That's fair game.
That's fair game. Because right now they're saying what, it's not a part of the story or it's its own separate thing.
No, I think it's gonna be canon as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
We're reaching here.
With a snap of their fucking fingers, they could just be like, "Oh, it's canon now."
But it is. I don't see why it isn't.
It is, yeah.
Like why? Like, dude, the only thing that isn't canon, and again, I use air quotes because they don't fucking care at the end of the day, is Super Dragon Ball Heroes. That's the only thing that they're actively making. Yo, you know what I heard about that shit? I heard that anime is gonna look like Superhero.
What anime? What?
Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Oh, with the 3D.
Yes, it's gonna be 3D CGI type shit.
Super.
That's what I
Dragon
heard.
Ball Heroes.
I heard that shit, and I'm just like, wow, okay. Because honestly, I don't even see that as like a bad thing for the show's sake. Because I know that there's fans out there that eat that shit up.
Oh, I've never watched it.
You have watched Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yes, you see,
like with the mini Goku. That's not Goku.
No,
Am I
okay.
thinking of the wrong thing?
Kai, this is going back to when we talked about his skill, okay, of just forgetting shit altogether,
You see what
right?
I'm saying?
He lit like I don't know how you do that.
I deleted that shit. It's that simple.
like that shit is. I don't know how. I wish I could do that. Delete memories.
Yeah.
I don't know. You kind of do.
Nah, see, I
might
don't
be in the
willingly
bloodline.
delete shit. I don't know how he does that shit. Like, he willingly deletes things out of his memory bank.
You see.
And he's like, I never watched
Not
Super
too
Dragon Ball
hard.
Heroes.
Gone.
Like, yo, if you know what the
That
crazy
shit
part
is
is?
in my spam mail. You really want to get to the nitty gritty and shit.
So wait. So all right. So let me get. All right, I want to like visualize this right now. You in your memory, you basically like.
Listen, think of Gmail. You see?
Okay,
how you have
okay.
The many tabs. You could put all mail. You could put spam. You could put important. You could
Starred,
sheet.
yep.
You get, and then you got your regular incoming. Man, that shit is well in the spam, if not deleted, because like I don't remember at all.
If he was to be hooked up to a lie detector test, he would pass. Like that's literally how I am understanding his ways of deleting memory, like in real life, like IRL memory
That's why
deletion.
they don't do those tests.
Yo, that would be a funny ass fucking skit though. I'm not even gonna lie. Being like, just this conversation right now. Be like, yo, you see Super Dragon Ball? No, I haven't. and then that lie detector goes. I'd be like, what? There's footage. I've in the past, yo, there's live footage of him sitting in with me on Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It's rare, but you have.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Like, I don't have. I don't remember.
Yo, that shit is fucking hilarious.
Like I would have to see a picture for maybe some data to revive itself.
Yeah, I'll fucking go and find that shit because that's crazy.
But
Jeez.
without a picture, without any pictures, I have no visuals in my mind to for the
I'm trying
memories
to.
come back.
Damn. Now I'm even trying to go back and thinking. I'm trying to think on how the theme song went.
Yeah, I have no recollection.
Like I haven't heard it in such a long time. I don't even fucking remember.
Don't do all that.
Don't. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So the last thing that I put down here, you don't want to see this canon. It is already canon, but yeah.
Like it's officially it's in place.
So like yeah, that was the other point I was gonna make. There's no way that they're gonna go out of their way to just make things not fit into the main story that they're trying to tell, or that I shouldn't say tell, that they're trying to stretch out. Like the way they treat Dragon Ball is like that gooey shit that you can like roll up into a ball and like just stretch out as much as you want and it don't break. That's what they're doing with Dragon Ball. So, IQ, do you have anything that you don't want to see out of Dragon Ball Daima?
I don't want to see Krillin get packed.
Krillin get what?
He don't want to see him get packed.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm surprised you don't know what that means.
Get packed?
I feel like that's some
on?
shit you would say. Yes.
Okay.
Packed up, like
Shit on.
sent away. Don't want to see Krillin get packed. I like that.
So you're talking about him being an officer?
No, I want him to get a power up.
Oh,
Well, yeah, but like him being packed up is just him being a straight up cop.
You're taking that as a downgrade, I see. Still.
6 dots.
6 dots. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, let's see. Let me put one on the list because I haven't even gone yet. I don't want to see the big bad of this turn out to just be like somebody that takes like no effort to defeat. Like I hope it's somebody, like I hope whoever this person is, it actually like they struggle.
Listen, the only way I could see that even happening is if they aren't truly affected by them being kids and like it would affect their power scale or however you want to interpret
Oh,
that.
so you don't want to see their current like abilities and powers and transformations be affected by how they are kids.
Yes.
That's actually a very good one. That's very good.
But knowing Dragon Ball and how we watch GT already, fucking terrible in some regard. But, yeah. I don't know. Like that, like watching GT and then having them do this Daima shit, we can already suspect there will be some type of nerfage because they are now kids.
I would imagine the idea just behind them, everyone being kids in the first place, is for a greater purpose.
But it's just stupid because then it's like now we have to. You see, unless the Tails come back and then they make the Super Saiyan 4 shit real, like reality, whatever they want to call it, then it's just like we're gonna have to see them relearn certain shit, whether it be like their god forms because their kid bodies can't handle it right now or some shit like that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
there's a couple things that are taken into account when you think of that. So in terms of the villain being not so easy to beat, that'll be one of the, I guess, boxes that need to be checked.
Okay.
In a sense.
No, I definitely understand that. I mean, that would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, to play devil's advocate to what he's saying. I 100% feel like if the show, like, that'd be a nice swerve to put it like very blatantly, because everyone's expecting to see a certain outcome just off of how we all understand the last time this happened. Because everyone's, I had a very funny conversation. Shout out to Acoustics. He's a Dragon Ball Fighters commentator. He commentates a lot of different fighting games as well. But when I caught up with him this past weekend, East Coast Throwdown, and we brought up Dragon Ball Daima, he stopped me dead in my tracks, and he goes, "Yo, how dare you disrespect what that shit is supposed to be called? Don't talk to me about no Dragon Ball Daima. That's Dragon Ball GT2 something." And he called it something else, whatever. And he went on, and I'm just like, we're all just laughing and bullshitting, having a good time and anything like that. But I digress. The point being is that, like, we all know and see how GT handled Goku being a kid. So what makes it any different for us to not think that the same would apply to him, Vegeta, and everybody else? A dope swerve would be like, oh yeah, they got wished into being kids, but they're still good. But I don't think that's gonna happen anyway. Either way, yeah, that'd be too good to be true. That's like a nice swerve,
Yeah.
So, you got any thoughts on that, Kai, or?
No, it was good.
So,
How many are we at?
We have 2 more to fill. There's one that actually I just thought of too, and this is I guess this is more of a question, and that will turn into one of the things that we don't want to see. And be realistic, okay? All right. How many episodes do you want this to be? Even though, like, you know, that's the question. Or I guess the better question is, how many episodes do you not want this to be in length? And don't say fucking 1.
I was gonna say.
See, I got him. I knew he was gonna fucking do that shit.
How many episodes I don't want to see?
Yeah, like how, like the length
so
of
how many episodes would I guess have to see, or
yeah, like you don't want to see this go past a certain amount of episodes.
12.
Okay, that's fair.
That's a season of fucking what? God damn. What's that show I kept watching?
Oh,
that never got a fucking season 2.
God Eater.
That's literally like that's 12 episodes right there.
God Eater.
Diamond 12 episodes. 10, 12 episodes. Fuck. That's it. That's all they're getting.
All right, so Kai, what say you on this episode count?
Doesn't matter. Aren't they making 15 episodes of like 45 minutes each?
So that's the rumor. I don't think
45
that's
minutes
a
per
rumor.
episode.
It's a rumor. Okay? I don't know the specifics. And I don't think anybody does, because that much hasn't been officially put out there. The rumor is that they can be anywhere between 30 minutes to 45. I personally don't believe that's going to be like, because
That's never happened.
it's never happened.
Never.
For Dragon Ball especially. No.
Exactly.
And I don't think they're gonna take this type of a show and start doing that. Now, if they want to do that shit with Super when it comes back, if it comes back,
They've done that shit with like Fate Stay Night.
I'm gonna add something to my list. I don't want to see Toei or the powers that be. I don't want to see them let this Daima stuff get to their heads and then do more of it in the future.
okay, all right. So hold
Yeah,
on.
That would basically entail Super being like non-existent, or like, you know.
So you don't want to see this continue on past what they're giving us?
Yeah, no Daima 2.
Yeah, but not so much just this series, but like the whole like shitty idea in the first place. I don't want more shitty ideas.
Okay,
I want
so
them to see something wrong and try harder next time.
okay, so you don't want to see this continue on past Daima, including all the concepts.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know what trying hard means.
Damn, that's fucked.
It's so true though.
That is.
They try. Oh, they try hard. All right. They try hard to give us bullshit. You see what I'm saying? They go out their way.
I don't think they try hard at all for that either.
Yeah, they probably have some fucking old goof in there.
It just comes naturally to them.
It does come naturally to them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely can agree with Kai on that though. I think that concepts like this, as oddly fitting, and I say oddly fitting because Dragon Ball is a show like, you know, that dates back to the 80s. It's, you know, it's very comical. It's very lighthearted. And it's very good for what it's worth. And then, you know, the story does progress. It gets better along the way. It's a nice long adventure, especially if you're following Goku from when he was a kid all the way through Z, Super, GT, and all that type of stuff. All those types of things, right? But it has grown to a point where it has far surpassed the adventure aspect, you know, of it, you know, because Dragon Ball, that's kind of where it started in its roots. Like, they were adventuring around looking for the Dragon Balls. And, like, you know, there was a lot of fights and characters that they would meet along the way and stuff like that. But even in Dragon Ball, it kind of, like, it really did go beyond just trying to find Dragon Balls. You know, and then when Dragon Ball Z was a thing, all that was kind of just, like, sidelined. Because then they had things... Like, they had other actual, like things that happened. Like, there are these big threats. Like we had to deal with Raditz, then we had to deal with Vegeta and Nappa, then we had to deal. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, but those characters, I believe, like throughout that story, they all had the same purpose of, I guess, wanting to like find the Dragon Balls or to get some type of, at least when it came to Frieza and Cell.
Oh yeah, like like the Dragon Balls always played a role. You know, like there was like but that's the thing. Like what I'm trying to say is objectively, for the case of the Dragon Balls being like the focal point, that has dwindled. Like I feel like the last big time was Frieza, like you said, because after that, androids, no Dragon Balls. Cell, no Dragon Balls. Not like that. Like they were used.
The goal wasn't
eventually.
Yeah, the goal wasn't for.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like so like the story overall has become less adventurous and more about like threats and getting to the next power level and all that kind of stuff and what have you. So because of that, it's like we don't want to see, like we don't want the story to regress into that way. And that's ultimately why GT didn't fly in Japan. Because what happened? Z ended. They had just got done defeating Majin Buu. And then Oob was introduced and they had that 10-year skip. Oob was introduced, everyone was older, and then Goku and Oob fly off into the sunset because Oob is essentially the next in line. We don't really see that, and we weren't supposed to ever see that because Toriyama was done, but Toei was not, and that's the big takeaway. They weren't done because obviously they wanted to keep making money and keep sprucing it up. And so they decided, they went on a huge limb and they were like, oh yeah, let's fucking go back to the roots. You really can't do that, especially if you try to make it all on some galactic shit. Like no one's gonna care if they're flying from this planet to that planet looking for the Black Star Dragon Balls so that way they can make Goku back to normal or some shit.
Shit it does.
But here's the thing, and I'm not even gonna count this towards the list because we already have our 10.
That's 10?
Yeah, that's 10.
That was easy.
That's what I thought. I told you.
How long did that take? Like 20 minutes?
Yeah, around that, give or take. But like the thing that I know that's definitely not gonna happen, that we don't have to worry about, that I guess I'll just throw there as like an honorable mention, is just the fact that they're not gonna stay this way either. You know what I'm saying? Like with GT, Goku never got wished back into a kid or not into an adult. He stayed that way. GT ended. What happened? He flew off with Shenron. He basically became a god, right?
Yeah.
That was the speculation that a lot of fans was behind. Was that like, he like Shenron took him to wherever Shenron goes, and life on Earth proceeded as such. And he was then immortalized as one of those like legendary type of figures on Earth. He was they had a statue of him right next to fucking Hercule of all people, right? Naturally. And like that's like, I don't think we have to worry about that happening, where it's just like by the end of Daima they're just gonna stay as kids. Ultimately, I'm sure everyone will believe and feel this way. And that's like one of the most predictable things, which again makes this like not as intriguing, because we know that at some point, probably at the end of Daima, they're just gonna get their adult bodies back, especially if this is taking place before End of Z, which I'm sure it is. It's highly likely that it is.
I mean, I don't know. I would rather them be back into full adult form like mid Daima, not even towards the end, just so it's, I guess, enjoyable to watch in a sense. But like, how are they gonna extend that? I don't know.
What would be interesting, I'll give you this, is that if this is supposed to be, this is the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, so if we're gonna understand it in that way, then you would like some might assume like, okay, well the whole show they're gonna be kids. That's what's assumed right now. However, they could take it a step further and they could be like, okay, well it's the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, but it's like the franchise as a whole. So then it's like, well then what if, like similar to what you're saying, like at some point during the series, they actually do grow up. Like, you know, like because in Dragon Ball, Goku did like age a little bit. He wasn't a kid the whole time.
Well, I wouldn't want them to progressively grow. I want them to fucking just revert back to
I
full
know,
adult form.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like find the happy medium to like what might be a realistic outcome because that's.
Fuck all that.
Fuck. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be as like as optimistic as possible with it because that's a happy medium that could happen
Because that's all we have left.
That's all we ever have left. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. But like, it would be cool to see like a teen Goku and a teen Vegeta, because like, I'm gonna get to a comment because we're gonna have time for comments. Someone literally brought up how the reason why they think Supreme Kai is still gonna be like relevant outside of my Beerus theory.
It's not gonna be a bitch.
What?
That's what they're saying.
No, is that they're keeping him around because of Patara. So essentially what they're trying to say is that we might see a kid Vegito.
I doubt it.
Yeah. I doubt it too. But I mean, hey, fusion is stronger than just a single, and I mean, hey, like that shit would sell.
Listen, I don't want.
I would be surprised if we ever saw Vegito again, to be honest.
Yeah, I know you was on that recently when we was talking about it. Like you said that, you know, Vegeta got his limelight once again, but Gogeta is like who really gets pushed, and you know Vegeto's essentially just done. But I would like to just to give him some love. I would like to at least believe that a Vegito option would just be like a contingency plan. Like if for whatever reason they can't even get the second to do the dance, it would be faster to just do the Patara. And I mean, it is quicker and it's way more efficient that way because you got to be precise with the fusion. That's
the only way I would accept it happening.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
oh, I forgot how to do the dance.
they don't fucking forget.
No, none of that shit.
Nah, they're not gonna forget. That shit would be so. It's over. It would be overplayed at that point officially, if they were just like, oh yeah, I forgot, because you have to think, Gogeta in that Broly movie was technically their first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Janemba don't count.
Janemba doesn't count because that was Fusion Reborn and that was a movie. That movie was not canon, right?
No.
So like Goku knew of the dance.
That was fucking better. That was a good ass movie too.
It was a good movie.
That was better than goddamn this new shit.
What, Superhero?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I thought he was about to be like, what fucking movie are you talking about?
No.
Yeah. No, but
Superhero.
it's been like a couple arcs. There's no way they're gonna fucking be like, oh, like that'd be stupid if Goku's like, oh, like how do you do the dance again? No excuse.
I don't want to see Vegeta's bum ass GT haircut.
He's not gonna get that shit.
They
You want to put that on the list? He's not gonna.
That.
I'm gonna
What
put.
type of cut they gave him in GT?
I'm gonna put bonus. No Vegeta GT haircut.
Shit was so weak.
Yeah, no, don't worry. You don't gotta worry about that.
They made Vegeta look like he was fucking 40.
Yeah, he did look aged. That's probably the point, that they wanted him to look older, because Saiyans don't be aging like that. Like you wouldn't be able to tell. So they probably wanted to. Oh man, they give him that shitty ass fucking mustache.
Keep Goku as a kid, and then age Vegeta.
that was GT.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck that. like nah.
Yeah, it happened long ago
Shit was
in the 90s in Japan, despite no one asking for it. So, all right. Well, excuse me. Is there any other like added don'ts that we want to throw on there? IQ, you have anything else you want to Shout out your man 6 dots.
He better. I don't know. He just better get a power up. I swear.
So you want
They've been doing him dirty.
you want Krillin to get a power up.
You better
So
go see goddamn Dende or some shit, cause he ain't.
I want like Super Saiyan human.
Super Saiyan human. So superhuman.
So a
that's what you
golden
want.
head.
A go-
Yeah.
What? Nah. So how about no? You know what? I'm not even gonna entertain this. Fuck this. We're moving on. Okay. Anyways, let's go. We have comments. Actually, before we have comments, IQ, do you have a fun fact?
I guess. So I didn't know. Fun fact. Your HDMI date, like the type matters. If you're trying to get like 120 hertz, 144 hertz, because it's like they use like the HDMI 2.1, 2.0s now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And
It's been a thing.
I never realized that I was not getting the full capability of my PS5 because I was using my PS4 HDMI
No.
and not the one that they gave you, which is kind of dumb because you should use the one that they gave you for the new console. But I just realized that, and then now I'm playing Spider-Man at 120 hertz.
Wait, so like, what if you? Let me see. So what if you use like an HDMI adapter to connect to your monitor? Like, does that affect? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like HDMI from PS5 to adapter, then adapter HDMI.
Why wouldn't you just connect your thing to the monitor?
What the PS5?
The HDMI to the monitor.
All he's saying is that you just need an updated HDMI cable.
Well, I know that. I'm just.
Brandon, you have one because it came with the PS5.
Yeah.
He's
I
saying,
guess.
yeah, he's saying, well,
I'm probably getting this shit.
yeah, but see, but no, I
You see what I'm
see,
saying?
yeah, I see what he's saying.
Because
too.
the old HDMIs only let you do 60. Because now my actual computer, I can use my full hertz on my monitor, which is 144 hertz
Yeah,
instead of
my
I've been
monitor
using
does
60 like that.
144.
No, but so I guess
I'm
what
using 60
saying
the whole
is,
time
Because if you're
because now I have DisplayPort.
yeah,
yeah, because if you have an HDMI like mix or whatever.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
that would have to support it though.
What?
So if you're a matrix, if your HDMI matrix, which is a device that you can put like multiple
HDMIs.
consoles into and then send out to like a monitor and a capture card, essentially you would have that device would have to support HDMI 2.1.
It would have
All
to
right, well,
support
I
the
mean-
HDMI that will give you the hertz that you need, essentially.
Yes. Yeah. So
I
like,
don't even use the switcher anymore. I have 2 inputs into my monitor, and then I switch it on the monitor, so I can, because
So you just
it wasn't
directly-
working.
You directly.
No, because my monitor has a DisplayPort and HDMI, so the
Yeah.
DisplayPort goes to the computer, and then the HDMI is from the PS5.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because that's
Yeah,
all I
that's-
do anyway up here. Just PS5 computer.
yeah, it's funny because I actually recently, when I was upgrading my stuff, I had to make sure I had future proofed this. I literally have my new matrix supports 2.1. So
Wait, so Jay, how did you figure this out? Were you like displaying your hertz and you like on your?
No,
screen when you were
because
playing?
it always bugged me that I was always getting 60 hertz,
yeah.
and I wanted all the hertz. I wanted all of them.
So you're saying that the stock HDMI cable that the PS5 comes with is a 2.1 HDMI cable.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, no,
it is.
but I'm surprised you haven't figured that out earlier, because if you're
Well-
playing the game and the hertz, yeah, if like your frames are showing in the top right corner or however it's displayed, you should figure that out.
I mean,
earlier.
okay, I already knew, but like I was too lazy to go. But then I was in the car and I was like, "Yo, Dad, can we go to Best Buy?" And then we went to Best Buy and I got the cable.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
What?
yo, 60 hertz to 144 hertz on the computer. You could feel it when you're moving the mouse around. You could feel it.
Yeah,
You
son.
could feel it.
I'm telling you, when I put my new monitor in,
You could feel it.
instant. And I use a DisplayPort too. I don't do the HDMI conversion anymore. I literally
No,
said
no, DisplayPort
display
better. It's
to
just
display, boom, 140, and I made sure it was set to 144, and like it was like,
Hey, yo, the movement of the mouse is just different.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just literally just different.
yeah.
Y'all are experiencing.
Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, thanks for the fun fact on that. You know, a little bit of HDMI tech talk. Yeah. But here, so let's see. We got comments. We got time for comments this week, guys. So again, make sure that you are submitting your comments in the comment section below if you want to be heard. And if you want to prioritize your comments and support us at the same time, please drop us a super thanks, because that definitely goes a long way. And you know, that's just what you do, right? So here we go. So first comment from our boy Jante Sheridan. He says, laugh my ass off, another banger. If this does tie in, so they're referring to Dragon Ball Daima stuff, to I guess our top 10 of what we wanted to see from last week. If this does tie into the story, and Whis along with Beerus get to see this Super Saiyan 4, if they put that in, could that be what Whis was implying when he told Goku to find his Ultra Instinct? I feel like I'm just digging too deep, but thought I should ask. So, what do you think?
I don't think that would be the case, because Ultra Instinct is already established, like,
Right.
as its own name. So
Yeah.
like for Super Saiyan 4, logically in this case, to be Goku's quote unquote Ultra Instinct, I don't think that makes sense. I
Yeah.
think there would be a lot of confusion, arguably.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I think it's gonna be called Super Saiyan Daima.
Yo. That shit. You know what? I gotta give you points for that, because that was actually kind of funny. I wasn't expecting that. But no, realistically, yeah, what Brother Uch is saying over here, like, Ultra Instinct was already established as, like, it's not even supposed to be a transformation, even though it takes on transformative fucking features. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what gets people confused, like, all the
It's
time.
the writing yourself into a hole repeatedly.
Yes, precisely, exactly. But yeah, like, if they were to pull, if they were to do a Super Saiyan 4, or they call it Super Saiyan Primal, Super Saiyan Prime, something like that, that would not be what we foresaw. And you know as this topic comes, or this question comes into play, I bet you, like, for the story's sake, they forgot about that part. I guarantee you they forgot about that shit. Like, oh, like, what did we see? I feel like we're never gonna see that shit. Like, they're not gonna go back to that.
Wait, what part is this exactly?
Like, do you remember how, like during all of Super, there was, like, the Oracle fish, and they're, like, talking about, like, how there's like, all that, like this not this Saiyan of legend, but not the legendary Super Saiyan type shit, like a Super Saiyan god. But, like, Whis, like, or was it Whis or Beerus, like, in a dream that they saw, like,
Wait, what?
Beerus.
it was Beerus, right? Yeah. And they saw somebody, and it's supposed to be, like, who the next big strongest person is. And they're and Giante's trying to tie it into, like, if it was Super Saiyan 4, but, like,
Interesting.
I don't think so. Yeah, but if that's what they were implying, I'd be like, what the fuck? That's literally what I said. You have anything to add to that, Kai?
Nah.
Okay. So this next person says, I know y'all want it, but I don't think Supreme Kai is going to be useful in terms of him being a badass.
Who's y'all?
Us. Fuck.
No, I know that, but, like, who wants to see Supreme Kai? Like,
I mean, who wants, like, oh my God. It's the point. The point is that we would rather see him as a badass. Like how when he was introduced, we thought he was going to be a badass. Remember we had this conversation last episode.
I know.
Yeah, so they're saying, I think there's only one reason to really I think there's only one reason to really to have him be involved. I'm reading this word for word. And that's because of the Patara earrings. We just talked about this. So, just like with the Black Arc, when Supreme Kai traveled with Gowasu to the future timeline, but ultimately was used as a plot device just to get Vegito. Dokkan and Legends gotta have content, and a kid Vegito would definitely sell. And that's very true. Like, that's why I was, I was kind of like agreeing with this idea, because when we think marketing, bro, why do you think Dragon Ball even is the way that it is? New transformations, new characters, new colors.
But then they gotta figure out a way to. If they're gonna use the Patara earrings at any point in the show, they have to figure out a way to separate them.
They wait an hour.
Again.
You forgot about that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Right.
I'm so used to like.
Yeah, the original
yeah,
rules.
The original, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
See, that was a memory that wasn't deleted. That was like,
Because I watched that
backburner.
shit so many times.
right. Yeah.
That's like in
He
my
just had it in his recycling bin. He just grabbed that
that's
bitch.
in my that's in my important bin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Kid Vegito would be something that everyone would buy into. Like, that's easy. That's easy toys, easy video game inclusions. And I said this before. Tenkaichi 4 is around the corner. Dragon Ball Daima will be featured in that fucking game. Those characters will be in that game. Sparking Zero, whatever it ends up being called, Daima characters. Remember this, guys. Daima characters, Dragon Ball Daima characters will be in the next
First
Tenkaichi
DLC.
game. Who knows? It could be. Could be the first DLC. The fact is, whether they're base roster or DLC, they're going to be in the next Tenkaichi. And that's bars. That's just what it is. People didn't think Broly was going to be in Fighters because it was too soon.
Mm-hmm.
That shit, I had people in the industry doubt me. And they're like, nah, that's not happening. And then that trailer dropped that same month where they literally were like, yeah, he's coming. Some things just, reveal themselves. You know what I'm saying? Lord Payne, shout outs to the Patreon, right? So Lord Payne, he says, whatever happens, just don't let Child Broly near Child Goku. Now that's fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually brings me to this, I guess, little thing that I want to talk about on that comment. I feel like Broly's not even gonna be in this.
I want
I
baby
agree.
Broly.
You want baby Broly? You agree with me? You sipped on fucking water while I said that shit.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be in it.
Yeah, there's a part of me that really, really believes like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna be in this shit at all. I don't think so. And you know what? I think that honestly, like, if he was, there's a bigger problem. Cause he don't even know how to control his shit yet.
He's definitely not gonna be in it, especially whenever all of them turn into fucking kids. If he's not in the vicinity or the area when that shit happens, he's definitely not gonna be in it. If he's there, he's probably gonna be into a kid. Like, unless it just doesn't affect him. But if he's not there when it happens, he's not gonna show up.
Yeah.
Unless they mid-show they all turn into adults again, and then he pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah. I feel like we obviously still have to wait and see how this wish is made. But we can immediately rule out that however it was made, they didn't make it where it's like every single living being was affected, because you see butlers in the background that are still very adult-like. So if that was the case, everybody would have been like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you would have Broly, Chi-Lai, Limo. That's how you would have everybody in that universe 7 be kids. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, I don't even think Broly's gonna be in this shit at all. Which kind of sucks, but
Especially if he's in the other planet What is it called?
Vampa.
Vampa. If he's over there, it's not effective. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Emperor Pilaf and his gang, and I certainly don't want to see them be behind the Wish.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even think of them until you brought them up. This is the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. You really don't think they're going to be in this shit at all?
I didn't say that. I said I don't want to see it.
Oh, well, that's different. Okay. You should have said that. Could have put it on the list.
I did.
It's a bonus.
That's like another bonus. That's like 2 bonuses. Here.
Keep them going.
No. Pilaf gang. All right. Cool. All right. Well, that's all the time we got for the comments. Again, guys, make sure while you're liking, sharing, subscribing, make sure you guys are leaving us a super thanks if you want your comment read, prioritized on here. Because, again, we don't have too much time, obviously, to go through all of them. But, again, thank you all for submitting your comments and whatnot. And let us know if there's any other things to elaborate on with Daima. Because at this point, you know, we talked about 10 things we wanted to see, 10 things we don't want to see. I'll try to come up with something Daima related, but like, what the fuck else are we going to talk about? Unless they give us like some new news. New news, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it is that time for the Patreon shoutouts. Yes. Okay, everybody, listen up. If you're new, make sure you're paying attention. If you want to hear your name shout out at the end of these episodes, you want to support us, extra content, bonus behind the scenes, and all that and more for our podcast, Patreon page today. Shout outs to Deontay Sheridan. Oh, thank you.
Sherry.
Shout outs to Anthony Parker. Oh, thank you.
Park that beach.
Park it. Shout out to my girl, Crystal. Oh, thank you.
Icy.
Ice. Shout outs to Dante TX. Thank you. Suck it. Shout outs to Jerick Rivera. Thank you.
Playing it.
Shout outs to our dude, Lord Pain. Thank you. That shit hurts. Nuts. Shout out to our dude, Mr. Back again. Once again. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to our dude, Mr. Washed. Thank you.
Wash up shit.
Wash it. All right. Shout out to Odd Man Out. Yeah. Thank you.
Never count that man out.
Never count him out. And shout out to our dude, Ryuzaki Kenpachi. Thank you. Potch. I like that. Potch. Shout out to our dude, Soul Awakens. Thank you.
Wake your ass up.
Wake it. Shout out to the Super Saiyan SAWFT Soft. Thank you.
Saw season.
Saw season?
Saw season.
I guess that makes sense, right?
SAW.
Yeah.
Saw.
Yeah, I get it. I had to think about it for a second. Shout out to Travis Boyette. Oh, thank you.
TB.
Shout out to with the final Chidori Vegeta Uchiha. Thank you.
Goddamn.
And shout out to our dude, Where's the Nut Demon? Thank you.
Demon time.
Yeah, my bad. I literally almost freaking in the middle of that. But yes, Demon time. Attention! Yes! He's the only one! Yes! Land the rising sun! Yes! He's our fucking boy! Everybody stand up, do what you gotta do, give it up for our man! Juice!
Ice.
Juice!
In the
Juice!
bang.
Hit him up!
That's all I mean.
And guys, last reminder, if you want to hear your name shouted out at the end of these episodes, you want to support your boys here at the Full Power Podcast, you want to see the studio get upgraded, you want to see us get upgraded, you want your lives upgraded because you got your more content, all that shit, make sure Full Power Podcast on the Patreon page, Full Power Podcast, on the Patreon page. Comment, question, concern, business inquiry, fan art. Did I say fan inquiry? I think I did. Make sure hit us up. Yeah. If you have a Quincy, hit us up. fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com.
I got the barbecue sauce.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
And get that sweet and sour.
Nah. He's good with the barbecue. All right, go ahead.
I got the
That's the
barbecue
tech.
sauce.
Listen, y'all want a quick meal?
I also
Wendy's.
got the Burger King.
Get yourself, if you
Oh,
want to maximize,
What are we doing?
get yourself a son of baconator large meal
Bro,
with
what?
10-piece spicy chicken nuggets. You get the large fries, 3 sweet and sour sauces minimum.
Okay.
Fire.
Whatever.
Or you can go in the pantry and eat some cinnamon toast crunch, some CTC. How about that itara?
Yeah.
Morena ito ite.
Goddamn.
Mezasita noa.
Quincy's.
Aoi au no soda.
The fuck? There it is. Hit us up on the Bluebird. On Twitter, fuck X. At Full Power Pod. All right. So, here we are, end of the episode, and we need an ice bar, guys.
Shit.
And I went last week. I went last week. Kaya, you haven't gone in a while. I keep tracking
You
it,
didn't have to say that.
but I did. So who's going?
Yeah, I got none. Shit. Goddamn, hold on.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? IQ be coming off the top every time.
You do.
And that shit he did last week was fucking funny.
Yeah,
With the book. Oh, fellow. That shit was fucking funny. That was a good one.
Sure.
Sure.
Is that a 2K
Nah,
reference?
well, it's on some Instagram shit.
Okay, yeah. No. You missed me with that shit.
I got another one.
Another ice bar?
Go on.
All right, send these folks packing.
Okay. I got some people I don't like.
Oh.
We don't like
They may call me based.
based.
All right, based.
Y'all remember that bank I don't like?
Mm-hmm.
They name is Chase.
Fuck them. No good. Bad bank. Bad bitches.
Yo. We're gonna you know what's funny? We're gonna need to have like a limiter on how often this motherfucker can spit at Chase Banks, son. I will give you props though. It is incredible how creative you gotta change your shit up to always fucking talk shit on that goddamn bank. But it's it's entertaining. So shout outs to you. And thanks for that ice bar. So, brothers, what do you have left for the people at home?
Stay fresh, stay clean. Get yourself a nice fucking cologne. Get some soap washed up. Stay fresh and clean.
Okay,
For
nice.
you stinky ass niggas.
Oh, come on. You haven't called them stinking a long ass time. Why now?
They gotta remember. Because there's a couple stinky.
How do you know?
It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
There's always that one.
Got it.
There's always that one. That's crazy. That's actually fucked. Anyways, Kai, what do you got left for the people at home?
Man, learn how to fucking drive.
Ooh,
Tired of it. From the east to the west.
facts.
Keep your lanes in check. Keep your blinkers in check. Do something. Just, jeez.
That's a good one. IQ, what do you got left for the people at home?
Get your display ports and HDMIs.
Oh.
And also play Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. At this time, obviously, Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5 is out. I haven't even played it yet, and that's what I'm about to go do right now. So, with that being said, it's been your boy, Ooch, the Iceman, Brother Ooch, the homie of all the Kais, Kai Kassan, and our man, not so little IQ Ooch. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, make the power take, keep it locked loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And we'll see y'all next time, huh? One more. Ugh. See ya. Deuces. Bye. Shout out to the chicharron.
Shout out to the
Shisha.
chicharron.
Shisha.
Ron.